pink champagne. I'm totally
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content on this platform and would very much appreciate you subscribing and joining the family. And if you're returning, thank you so much guys for the continued support. I have a fragrance from the house of Nusuk, and this is RAHEEQ. I am going to test it. I am going to tell you what it's doing right here, as I prepare you guys that in time you should be able to purchase numero 2, which is our second fragrance from the house Macedon Perfumes. Now this is our second fragrance guys. If you have been following the journey, you will know that Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum was the very first fragrance that we released in the year 2025. This was over a year in the making. We started making this fragrance in 2024, but we finally got to put it on the shelves there in 2025. And Macedon Perfumes, founded by myself and one of you guys, somebody who has been a supporter, of this channel, and we teamed up to create a fragrance. And what I am so happy about is we are on to the second one. This fragrance could have been released perhaps in Feb, but because of what's happening around the world, we had to halt things a little bit there. And as soon as we got a way of ensuring that we could get it out, we did, and it's here guys. So you should be able to pick this up on Macedon Perfumes, our website, and I'm going to link it in the description, right? You will be able to buy it off YouTube and on the website. However, Proud Mary is still available on the website. It is actually discounted in celebration of our new release. Now back to Nusuk Rahik. Nusuk is just one of those brands that I discovered when I had sort of like fallen in love with a couple of brands, okay? The usual suspects, the Latafas, the Swiss Arabians and stuff. So this is a brand I intend to explore. This is a honey scent, honey in blood orange. If you are looking for a quintessential honey scent, you got it in this. I was thinking this is going to be in the same vein as Latafa, okay, the one that has a bee. We've had a lot of bottles from the Middle East coming with a bee. This is not like that. I'm gonna put the one, okay, there is a Latafa with a bee, and that one draws inspiration of a Gucci flora. This is not what this one is doing guys, but yes, this does present honey in a nectarous apricot, but with a blood orange and a citrus that add sort of like a sour weight to the mix. So in as much as I say it's nectarous, this to me doesn't give me the smell that I perceive from ripened nectarines. That's not what you're going to get from this. But yes, there's an underlying nectarous thingy. I could even say the nectarous accord in this, or the apricots in this, are kind of like not so too ripened, almost giving off like a greenish sour thing, especially picking up those citruses, that blood orange and the citruses. But the honey in this is prominent, and I like how the honey is done in this, because sometimes honey can be off-putting. I can give you an example of a fragrance that has honey that I find difficulties in enjoying, although I have it and I'm about to finish the bottle. Elisab Le Parfum. The way MFK did the honey in there, it's especially mixing with the is it orange blossom? I think it's orange blossom and honey. There's just something in that Le Parfum that I really didn't like. But this is that honey and then that sour accord, okay, of the blood orange and the citruses. And then it gets into a very slight creaminess. I wouldn't say this is a gourmand. It's more of that honey, sour, citrus, okay? Sweetness, but sour as well. As in, if you went to a Chinese store and you bought like a sweet and sour pork, you know how you can't say it's sweet, you can't say it's sour, but this is like the two happening at the same time. That is what I get from here. And no, I'm not likening this to food, guys. This is not like that. I'm just giving you how the sour tanginess is working together with the caramel and the vanilla notes that have been included in this fragrance, where if you purchase that for that, you might find yourself thinking, and this I think is a standalone. There's been a lot of cards thrown in there for this, and the one thing that drew me to it mostly was the comparisons of this to vanilla I think it's Vanilla One by Swiss Arabian, and that fragrance they nailed. So this was easy for me to decide, okay, I'm going to try this and see if it is. But no, whoever put Vanilla 01 on Fragrantica likening to this, no, that is not what you're going to get here. In fact, where did I throw this blotter away? In fact, what you're going to get is that honey, okay, and a woodiness, sort of like a damp woodiness about it. It's a strange fragrance to describe, but I like it. I like fragrances like this. I like how different they are and the expectation to experience something new. So this to me is not coming across as an outright clone of anything. There's also been a wild card thrown there, some people comparing it to Hamra, maybe in the boozy thingy in it. It does have a booziness about it, okay, a booziness that I actually get from, now that I think of it, a booziness that I get from, is it Lionheart? I'm going to look for the fragrance, I'm going to put it there. There's a boozy, sort of like a boozy, even woody feel with the booze thingy that is now coming to the surface with this. I'm just trying, guys, to give you as much of a mental shortcut as I can, but in this I feel I failed dismally. Okay, so this is going to have that apricot listed as a note, but don't buy it if you are hoping to have a sweet, fruity, nectarous, juicy fragrance hovering around you when you spray this. That's not what this is going to baptize you in. The nectar in this is quickly put to the side, and then you get that blood orange and that lemon citrusy accord. But this is not, again, a citrus. Remember, we have that honey. So the honey and the vanilla and the caramel are going to represent the sweetness, while the sourness also is trying as much as possible to shine there. And it ends up being a woody, spicy, boozy, sour, not so much creamy in as much as there's coconut, feel of a fragrance with a waxy finish of a magnolia. So that is what the floral in here does. But again, don't buy it for that. Buy it for the honey, buy it for the boozy feel, buy it for the spices, buy it for the woody feel, buy it for that sourish accord, not so much a fermented feel, but a sour tang. Buy it for that, then you're going to enjoy this. It's not going to disappoint you. Yes, if you like Hamra, you probably would like this, but it would be a bad example, to take and run with. It's just there. I'm just going to leave it there hanging loosely for you to just kind of have an idea. But this, I think, is doing its own thing. It's not trying to be Hamra, nor is it Hamra. It's also not trying to be like that Vanilla 01, one of the nicest vanillas we got from Swiss Arabian. This has vanilla, but seems to be, targeted at pushing that boozy sour thingy, than a sweet creamy vanilla. So because of that, I'm not going to say that is comparable to Vanilla 01 by Swiss Arabian. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Do look out for the shorts, our Instagram page, our TikTok page. I'm going to keep you posted on when it drops, but we're going to be advertising this fragrance. It's called Numéro 2, which is number 2, okay, number 2 in French, and it is a follow-up fragrance to our Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum of the brand Macedon Perfume. So now we're on perfume number 2, and I'd very much love to hear your thoughts on this once you purchase it. It's also of extrait concentration, and we are going to try to make sure that we bring you as many extrait concentrations as possible. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Let me hold the box as well for those who may want to see. Like and share this one, guys. And remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers, guys. It's the box for our new fragrance. Cheers, guys.